And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. I'm Kevin Hart. While we get a break, let's DH.
Well, thank you, Kevin.
You already do. You and he are winning play. David, thank you. And the Houston Rockets starting five. They've got Miles Bridges. Also Clint Capella out there, and it's Perry in at the point. P out there with Jay. Then there's Speedy, and then it's Little General, and it's Cooper in at the two. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
And it's such a great feeling to come out strong, but it's hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strength. And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
And here is James. What a tremendous game he played against the Clippers. And there's the drive. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Perry. It's good from long range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
James with it. Jacks up a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
To the middle. It's stolen by Capella. Outside, Green. Pass to Capella. The 8-footer. And that one goes long.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Perry. His last outing, 16 points for him. Second shot opportunity. Bridges misses. Last game for Houston, they picked up the win against the Kings in Sacramento.
Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, you know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
Yeah, and a bit of a revenge game for them as they were swept in the 2-game season series from last year.
And, you know, they might not be in the same conference, but as with any top team, they want to show they can compete with the best teams out of conference, too.
Here's Cotton. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Cotton's got 5 now.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Here's Perry into the lane, and the rejection by James. To the inside, Cotton. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The Rockets making a switch here. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. It's tipped. Here's Little General. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for them in that Clippers game.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
Here's Little General.
Houston foul. First personal foul, second.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season. How about 88%?
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Bridges, and it's Jason Tate in for Mack. And it's Martin missing.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
McGee the pass to James. Fires for three. Drills the three-pointer. He's got 7.
Tell you what, he's 3 or 4 now. Looks like his game's on offensively.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Okogie's checked in for Speedy. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
Perry passes to Şengün. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field. And it's Cotton missing. Passes it to Reeves. It's picked off. Here's Perry. Does not score again. That's his 4th miss against 1 make.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
James dishes to Cotton. Yes! It's James picking up the assist. James has got 5 assists tonight.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
1:16 left in the first quarter. A nice shot by Perry. Perry's got 5 now.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
To the left wing for 3. Okogie sinks the three-pointer.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Cotton. It's stolen by Tate. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. He can't get that one to fall. On a perfect 4 of 4 from beyond the arc. A lot of their points coming by way of the 3 in the first quarter. And it's Houston on the break. Martin for 3. Rebound collected by Cotton. Now James. 7 points in the game. He takes it in, and James throws it down hard.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
James, that's a 2-pointer, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Delivering the blowout. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them, guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston, they've got Clint Capella, Jason Tate out there with Green, and it's Perry in at the point. Rockets trail by 21. Capella bounce pass. Here's Tate. That one wide left.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
You know, yeah, guys, last year was a rough one for him at the stripe. I mean, it's going to be hard for him not to improve on those numbers. They were that bad.
Miles Bridges, he's checked in for Houston. Mack comes in for Green. Going inside. A nice shot by Perry. Greg, you're a former player, and now the father of a young NBA star. What's it like to see the next generation of NBA talent move into the league?
Oh, it's an incredible feeling because we all feel like we're a part of this NBA family. And to see the stars we have today, the character they have, the way they approach the game, man, this is the best time ever to be an NBA fan.
Here's McGee, 11 feet away. Count the basket. McGee's got his second basket.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
Well, that's exactly the kind of defense that's gotten them into the hole.
Mack grabs the miss.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Offensive rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's McGee, and he drops in the layup off the glass. McGee's got 6.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Second in opponent points per game, 7th in fast break points, and they were in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really felt their players understood the value of a good shot, and the unselfishness was kind of contagious.
And the defensive ranking, GA, you brought up, right near the top of the league. They had...
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
How about the force of that dunk by Capella? Wow.
Awesome rewind, courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And it's McGee penetrating, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Really starting to find himself now, guys, after getting shut out in the first quarter.
Here's Perry. Off target from three-point range.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
The shot's good from McGee.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Lob pass to Capella. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
The 6'10" Capella showing you some bounce on that alley-oop.
Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
Gone 7 for 10 here in the second quarter. They'd like to keep up that nice pace. James outside. Driving to the basket.
2 minutes.
This is his first free throw of the game.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Free throw good, James. The dynamic, Greg, between players and officials is always interesting. There's some players saying they think there's a lot of room for improvement. What do you think?
Well, we do see players getting teed up for simply making their case, and really the guys just want to play. So, yeah, you love to see a little bit more harmony out on the floor, and maybe we need to get those two groups together in the offseason to break bread and try to smooth over that relationship.
James finds McGee. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. James has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Rockets have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Just his first attempt. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And here's Mack now. He'll bring it up for the Houston Rockets. Next up for them, the Bucks in Milwaukee. That is game 3 of this 4-game trip. Down low. Bridges kicks to Green. Back to Bridges. And that one drops for him.
Even in college, I got to see a lot from Bridges, taking it right to the defender inside.
Gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. Here's James. Right look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Watch out.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
You know, numbers don't always tell the story, guys, but his assist totals do paint the picture here. I mean, he's got everybody involved.
The drive by Green. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's James, and he lays it straight in. James has got 8 points here in this quarter.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Taking a look at this home squad, Kenny, how'd you feel about it?
Man, this was a brawl inside. Shaq, I know you like this. Man, the guys were sacrificing their bodies, making plays through contest, just wearing the hard hat. That's how this game's gotten out of hand so far.
Shaq, how'd you think the Rockets were playing?
Definitely they need to get out on the three-point shooters and contest. Oh, this is what happens when the other team identifies your weakness. It just keeps hammering on it.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by James.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every
Oh!
My goodness.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And then finally takes it down for the finish.
You can mention the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. James looking around. Out to the right wing. Cotton. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Cotton's got 15.
Perfect dime drop that time. Nice execution of the bounce pass.
Capella with the bucket.
Well, you know, the closer Capella is to the rim, the more effective he becomes, in my opinion, in part because of his size and nice touch.
And it's Houston on the break. Gets a hand on it.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The drive by James and the dunk by James.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Rockets have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. Puts up a 3. A nice shot by Perry. Perry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Throws it up high. Bridges inside.
Miles.
James covering. Bridges shot. Good.
Boy, I tell you what, when Bridges is thinking attack, come on now. I mean, he is a vicious offensive rebounder.
Here's James. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Here's Perry, 14 feet away, will not go. This is off the front iron. Pulls it up. And some very quick points for him on that possession. 9 points for Little General.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
To the paint, here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
That athletic ability gets Bridges to the rim there. He almost totally shrugged off the defense.
James up top. He's got 23. Here's the drive.
Now that's some hang time. What a pretty double clutch move.
Agree, Greg. You can afford to get fancy on your way up when you've got that kind of space.
And space is what he had, fellas. Soft defense there.
3-pointer. And another 3 for Houston.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a much different version of him in this half, guys. He's been sharper, more focused, and more assertive.
And the shot goes in from Cotton.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Houston's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Here's Perry, and Houston again with the bucket.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
For Houston, they've gone 8 of 10 shooting here in the second half. Very strong. And another 3 for Houston.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
From deep, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. James has got 30.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
Bridges, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Here's James, and a dunk by James.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there. I mean, he looks like he's willing to handle all of the offensive duties for his team.
Houston's gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Bridges. And James pulls it down.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
And they get it back. And he's able to get it back. Drives to the hoop. And James throws it down hard.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And the pass to Mack. Here's Perry. He's got 20. Here's Green. Pass to Perry. Green against Cooper. Ball's knocked loose. Passes it to Little General. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's 12 points for Little General.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Here's Perry. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And when he gets it going, this is what can happen. They need to think about the double team now.
James up and in on the layup. James has got 36.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they... Oh, my
Great
goodness! That was special.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Delivering the blowout. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. So on the floor for Houston, we've got Jayshawn Tate, and it's James in at the 2 spot.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay. That's a pass he's got to catch. Maybe just starting to relax a little too much with that lead.
Houston's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. It's blocked. Clark, you know, road teams accustomed to hostile crowds, but it can go too far. Players have been very vocal, saying respect the game and then respect us as human beings as well.
And, Kevin, I couldn't say it any better. It's that simple. It's not complicated, right? To say anything you want doesn't come with the purchase of a ticket. I think human dignity, common courtesy, and respect supersedes whatever feelings you might have about a particular team or player and overrides whatever price you paid for your ticket.
Here's Little General, and it's blocked. Now here's James inside. Tate, no good. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Here's Little General. It's deflected. And here's the fast break. Patrick passes to Garuba. Unloads from 13. Garuba, it's good on the putback.
Way to work the glass, buffet style. Second chance buckets. They can make a big difference.
Here's Little General. That's tipped. James looking it over. Pass to Pakusevsky. Baseline jumper. It's rebounded by Tice.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
To the inside. Patrick. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Tate, no good. Gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. That one goes. Count it. 16 points for Little General.
And he decides to go old school with the finger roll.
Here's Patrick. Drills it from outside.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second team foul.
Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I'm going back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Here's Little General. The pass to Niang. Plays it up and banks it in.
You know, he almost pulled the trigger on that possession, but recognized that there was a better option. That's what we mean by playing for your teammates.
Here's Patrick. And another 3 for Houston.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
Pass to Niang. Shoots from the baseline. He squares up and sinks it. Niang's got 4 this quarter. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. And Little General gets the whistle that time.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Team foul.
And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, James.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. To the middle, here's Patrick. They get it again. He misses in close. Gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the 4th.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
On the wing, James. Tate covering. Baseline try. Yep, that one goes in there. James has got 40 points.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days. And, you know, we can't measure heart. I mean, he's not as big as the other power forwards, but his jumping ability and mindset is incredible.
McGee against James. McGee bounce pass. Here's Little General. Pass to Cooper. Driving inside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Houston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Here's Patrick, and it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. Good work there as it goes.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Poked loose. There's a minute left to play here in the 4th.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
To the paint, here's Okiki. And the rejection by James. And he gets it back. And that one is good from Okiki.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Usman Garuba. First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
Free throw good. Cooper. Okashevsky's checked in for Tate.
Cooper at the line for 2.
And Cooper drops both of them. Here's Pakusevsky. He doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from James. Here he goes, and the dunk by James.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Hat-trick. James covering. Hat-trick. No good from 11 feet. James outside. Up again. Another possession. Another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everyone.